A 62-year-old former Department of Corrections officer at the Lee Arundel State Prison in Alto, Georgia, has been charged with sexual assault on a person in custody in violation of oath by a public officer. Both charges are felonies. Russell Edwin Clark is accused of improperly touching and kissing a female inmate under his disciplinary authority and willingly and knowingly violated his oath of office. The incident allegedly occurred in the stairwell of the main dormitories. On Wednesday the 1st of May, Russell was arrested and booked into the Habersham County Detention Center in Clarksville on charges of sexual assault against a person in custody, as well as violation of oath of office. The following day, he was released on an $11,000 bond. On the afternoon of Friday the 3rd of May, the Georgia Department of Corrections confirmed that Russell has been terminated from his position with the prison. The investigation into the matter continues. A Little Caesars district manager has died after being shot by another employee inside a store. At around 9:20 p.m. on Friday the 3rd of May, authorities responded to the Little Caesars along US Highway 19 in the Lee Market Shopping Center in Leesburg, Georgia, on reports of shots fired. When first responders arrived, they found 50-year-old Joseph Dormini laying on the floor unresponsive with 4 gunshot wounds to his back. He was taken to the Phoebe Putney Hospital in Albany, where he was pronounced dead. Upon further investigation, after reviewing surveillance footage, authorities determined that 28-year-old Daquan Devontae Harris fatally shot his manager, Joseph Dormini, while he was transferring money into a safe. At around 8:30 a.m. on Saturday the 4th of May, Daquan was located in the 100 block of Philema Road in Albany, and he was arrested. He was booked into the Lee County Jail on charges of felony murder, aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and he was denied bond. If convicted of the charges, he faces the death penalty. The investigation into the matter continues. A 66-year-old Gainesville, Florida woman faces serious charges after inflicting harm on her adopted daughter over the use of fake fingernails. On the 29th of April, Joanna Lynn Sedgley became enraged after a 15-year-old daughter had acquired fake nails, which were glued on, stating that they were a distraction. Joanna restrained the teen and forcibly removed several of her fingernails, ripping one of them out of the nail bed, causing the teen to suffer significant pain and injury. The girl then asked Joanna if she could have a bandage to stop the bleeding, but Joanna refused. The girl then grabbed a washcloth instead. Joanna then threatened to send the girl back to foster care multiple times. The following day, the 15-year-old victim went to a school nurse complaining that her fingers hurt too much to do her work, and the nurse reported the injuries to law enforcement. Joanna was interviewed later that day and admitted to her actions. She said that she was unaware that her daughter was in pain, despite stating that she was crying, screaming, and repeatedly telling her it hurt and asking her to stop. Joanna agreed that she made a mistake and then expressed regret over adopting the girl. She was arrested and charged with cruelty toward a child and aggravated child abuse. She remains held at the Alachua County Jail without bail until trial. Joanna is a second-grade teacher at Norton Elementary School and has since been placed on leave. The investigation into the matter continues. A 24-year-old Florida woman is behind bars after she abandoned her 2 young children at her home to break into a neighbour's house while naked. At 11:56 p.m. on Wednesday the 1st of May, authorities responded to a residence along Northwest Huntsboro Street in Lake City, Florida on reports of a burglary in progress. When officers arrived, I met with a homeowner who said they heard someone knocking on their front door, but when asked who was there, no one answered. The victim then heard someone knock on their back sliding glass door, but the person on the other side did not respond. Police said that the suspect, later identified as Haley Ann Nicole Blunt, broke a window near the front door and entered the premises. Officers approached the front door and saw Haley nude and bleeding from the injuries she sustained while breaking the window and entering the residence. She was transported to a local hospital for her wounds before being taken to the Columbia County Detention Center. During the investigation, officers learnt that Haley lived nearby and left her 2 young children home alone without supervision during the burglary. Investigators located the children safe inside Haley's home and turned them over to a relative. Haley is charged with burglary of an occupied structure, child neglect and criminal mischief. On the 26th of March, Haley was charged in Suwannee County, Florida for simple battery domestic assault. Her bond was set at $2,500 in that case. The investigation into the matter continues.